the psalm, right? I think it's a very real experience for him. And it's not easy to do. It's an arduous journey. Because it is not easy, to cultivate that attitude of dependence on God. Because we naturally want to do things ourselves. We want to protect ourselves. I mean, we have all these resources, Why do I need God? Right? And so it's also very natural. And so therefore, whatever David says is not only him. I think we also, go through the same struggles. But whether we intentionally engage the process or not, I think that makes a difference. Otherwise, some people will just give a blanket statement, oh, I'm a Christian, Holy Spirit works in me. He lives inside me. So everything is okay. It's not. If you don't struggle through it, it's not. The area will always be there. And it will always come back and trouble you if the same circumstances present themselves again. And of course, what David described, like what Vincent said, is a prophetic, proclamation of Christ. And everything that David struggled with and definitely cannot do perfectly, Christ came and perfectly fulfilled everything. His total dependence on the Father, his he and the Lord being one, and in total obedience. And then he dedicating his whole life, to seek after the Father's will and not being distracted at all. And then, not keeping a pure life and not afraid of death, facing death. And then living his life truly, the path of life, that shines for all of us. And so it is a struggle. It is a process that I think we all will go through. It's whether you want to or not. And I think the more you engage in the process, I think the wiser we become. And then the more we will grow. I mean, we all know, right, a person can be a Christian for 20 years, but there's no growth in the person's life. And we all know people like that. Sometimes we meet them when you look in the mirror, right? But we all know people like that, right? You can be a Christian for 20 years, and there's no difference in the person's life. But a person can be a Christian just 2 years. Wow, there's such a tremendous change. The thing is whether the person engages with God or not. No? And our spiritual life is not fantasy. It's very real, our spiritual life. And the challenges are every day in our workplace, in our family, in our home, in the public. The challenges are there every day for us to grow. And if we can at least be a bit more conscious of the process that David went through, then we can check our own lives in those areas. Whether we are waking up or not, or we're just still in slumber, like what Vincent said yesterday. And so, Vincent, I would offer you the same privilege. Can you please close us in prayer?